Okay, so I have all my bacon laid out on my sheets. I think it probably works a little bit better with thicker sliced bacon, but these are thinner slices. This was on sale at the store. So I've got 1 pound of bacon on my sheet. I'm gonna put it in my oven at 450 degrees and we'll check it in about 20 minutes. So I usually keep bananas frozen, so that's why they're so dark. As soon as you put them in the freezer or the refrigerator, they get brown, dark brown. But these were some overripe bananas that a neighbor gave to us, which was very generous of them. And so I had them in the freezer. So today I'm going to use these in my banana walnut waffles. And so I took these out of the freezer and ran them under hot water for, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And I'm going to take them out now. And they should come out pretty, they'll be pretty mushy. That's fine. That's what you're looking for. So I just have 3 of these. So I have my frozen bananas here out. I'm just going to use my potato masher, get those nice and mashed up. I am making banana walnut waffles. So I have my wet ingredients, my dry ingredients, and then my add-ins. So for my wet ingredients, it's 1 3/4 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of cooking oil, 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 2 eggs. For my dry ingredients, I have 1 3/4 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sugar, about 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and about 1/2 teaspoon of grated nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then my add-ins, I had 3 frozen bananas here that I thawed out and thoroughly mashed up, and about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of chopped walnuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my dry ingredients. I'm gonna add my 1 3/4 cup of flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and my spice mixture of 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of a quarter teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna whisk those together so that they're thoroughly combined. And then you kind of make a well in the center. Now for my wet ingredients, I'm gonna go ahead to my 1 3/4 cups of milk. I'm gonna go ahead and add in 1/2 cup of cooking oil. My vanilla extract, and then 1 egg at a time. I'm just gonna quickly whisk it, beat it over my wet ingredients. And then egg number 2. Whisk that together, make sure that's thoroughly combined. Then I'm going to slowly add my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients. And whisk it in. You kind of want to fold this in until it'll still be lumpy. You don't want to overmix it. I find that a whisk combines them pretty well, and the batter's thin enough that you should be able to use a whisk to do this. You can see my batter in there. That looks nice and combined. All right, my bacon is ready. And so this was in for 20 minutes at 450 degrees, but we like it super, super crispy. So if you don't like it that done, then you might want to consider a little bit less time. My bacon is kind of cold here, it's pretty crispy. I'm gonna take all my bacon off of here. So here's all my bacon. Like I said, my family likes it really super crisp. But all the grease from the bacon fell down and is all at the bottom of my pan. So I'll be able to scrape that out once it cools. So I have my wet ingredients and my dry ingredients in here for my waffles, and I'm gonna go ahead now and put my add-ins. So I've got my 3 mashed bananas. And my chopped walnuts. And I'm just going to slowly stir these to combine them all together. You do not want your mix to be smooth. It will be lumpy, your waffle batter. So get those combined, and then we're going to get this on the waffle maker. I've preheated it and sprayed it with cooking spray. So I have my waffle maker already preheated. I'm going to spray it cooking spray. And we're going to do about a spoonful, a ladleful. You want enough to cover all the holes, but not so much that it's going to overflow on the sides when you shut it. Put my timer on for 4.5 minutes. Okay, so I pulled my first waffles out and they're a little soft. So I added about another cup, about another half cup or so of flour, maybe a little more. So I have a little bit thicker batter. So you can kind of see my batter now is just a little bit thicker, so we're going to try this. All right. Oh my gosh, these smell delicious. And they turned out much better. This is the consistency that I'm looking for these waffles. They are hot. But they're more nice and golden brown. They're a little bit thicker. But those thinner ones might be a little bit better for toasting, because when I have extras, I put them in the freezer and then we just take them out and pop them in the toaster oven like you do frozen waffles. Sometimes I put them in the microwave for maybe 15 seconds or something from frozen, and warm them up a little bit so they're not frozen in the center, and then I'll pop them in the toaster for the kids. But that works out great. so I've got all my waffles made. It made 12 waffles and 16 slices of bacon, but my family has already started on the waffles and bacon, so this is all that I have left. You can put these in a Ziploc bag, freezer, gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and when you are ready to reheat them, just take them out, put them in the microwave for maybe 20 to 30 seconds so you can warm them up and make sure the middle's not frozen, and then pop them in your toaster. Thank you for watching.